Crew. In this video, we're going to be working on bridges. This is a great video that's going to help you with achieving those bridge goals that you have. So this is a video that's going to help you work on drills that will help you straighten your arms in that bridge if you're someone who really struggles to push up into one. You will need some blocks and a good wall space. You don't need too much wall space. And I also recommend doing an extra warm-up before you start this video. I am going to lead you through a little warm-up, but the warmer you are, the easier it is going to be to do your bridge. This class is going to take roughly an hour to do. Okay, before we get started, we are going to do a small warm-up. So we're going to start with 5 candlestick burpees. Nice. We're going to land on our stomach here. Our hands are going to go to our side. Our chin is going to be down to the floor. And I'm going to lift one leg up as high as I can. And we're going to do it 8 times on each leg. Nice job. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, but a little bit different. This time, we're going to push our one foot into the floor, lift our hips up, and then do our legless with our free leg. So here, I'm going to push my foot into the floor, lift my hips up off the floor, and then my top leg is going to kick up for 8. When you're done 8, you're going to switch legs, same thing. Oh, when you're done, shake it out. Good job. We're going to stay on our stomach. From here, we're going to do some cobra lifts. In this one, I want you to always be looking up, okay? So we never should be looking at the wall. We're trying to look up at the ceiling, and maybe we're trying to look at our feet or the wall behind us, okay? We probably won't, but that's okay. That's the goal. So what I'm gonna do is gonna have my hands on my head. My feet try to stay on the floor. If you have something to put your feet under, or someone to hold your feet down, that's even better. So, I'm gonna have my hands here. I'm gonna look up, lift, and come down. Okay? We are gonna do 10 of those. Look up, look up. Keep looking up. Are you still looking up? When you're done, shake it out. Nice job. Okay, we're still in our stomach. For our next one, we did our cobra lift, so now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to do heel drives. So now my chest is going to stay on the floor, my chin is going to be on the floor, and I'm going to lift my legs up. My legs are going to be straight, and you might not lift them up very high off the floor, and that's okay. We're just trying our best here. So, hands to our side, chin to the floor. We're gonna do leg lifts, and we're gonna do 10 of them. So again, your legs stay straight, chin to the floor. When you're done 10, give it a little shake. Nice job. Okay, for this next one, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna do shoulder shrugs. So our hands are gonna go up above our ears, and we're going to try not to arch our back. We're gonna hollow our body, so keeping our ribs in, flat back, arms up, and we're gonna move our shoulders up to our ears and down. We're gonna go for 10. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, just a little bit different. This time what we're gonna do is we're gonna shrug our shoulders up, and then I'm gonna look up to my hands and arch back just a little bit. We're not going into any crazy back bend here, and I'm not pushing my hips out forwards, okay? I'm just bending the top, my upper back. We're gonna do 10 of those as well. So arms up, shoulders shrug up, look up, slight bend, come back up, and your shoulders come down. Again, shoulders up, mini arch, come up, down. That's 2. Keep going. Don't push your hips out. Before you arch, your shoulders should be up to your ears. I should have about 1 more. Ooh, and shake it out. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do a few more warm-ups. So we're gonna do this oblique warm-up, but first we're gonna just reach side to side. Now from here, we're gonna take your right hand, put it on your right leg. I'm gonna reach up with my left, nice and tall, reach over to the side. Okay, now from here, I'm actually putting a lot of weight in my right arm. From here, I'm going to push my hips forward. I'm pushing, 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 push them forward. Good, and we'll hold it. With my top hand now, I'm gonna bring it down and around. We're gonna do some arm circles. Your chest should be up to the ceiling. Good, slowly come up. Shake out your hips if you need to. I know that one's intense. Okay, did one side, gotta do the other. So, left hand's gonna be on my left leg, right arm reaching up, sliding down. From here, I'm pushing my hips forward, looking up, and arm circles. Slowly rising up. Oh, shake it out. Nice. Okay. So because we're going to do some back bending, we need to warm up our legs and our glutes a little bit because our hips need to be open in order to do that bridge. So we're gonna come down into our straddle, just leaning forward. Head's gonna be relaxed, so you should not be looking at the floor. You should be looking in between your legs, moving your hips side to side. Head relaxed. I'm gonna grab my elbows and I'm gonna sway side to side. Head's relaxed, not looking at your arms, looking in between your legs. We're gonna come to a stop, hands back to the floor. We're gonna rotate. So we're gonna turn our toes to the side and we're making like a triangle with our legs. From here, we're just gonna lower our chest down. Feel free to use blocks or anything for your hands, or you can put your hands on your legs if this is too intense. From here, our back foot is gonna go on our toes and flat. We're gonna rock back and forth. And from here, we're gonna slide that back leg down into our lunge. Our knee's gonna stay off the floor, so nice straight back leg. Pushing our hips down, really trying to open up and warm up those hips for our bridges. And we're gonna move forward and backwards. Hips down, back leg as straight as you can. And keep rocking. All right, we're gonna push up, slide our back foot back into our triangle here. Now from here, I'm just gonna reach my arms back, trying to reach my back leg. Keep your head relaxed. You're looking at your knee probably. If you're looking at your foot, your head is not relaxed. So relax it. Breathe. Okay, next one, we're gonna move our hands forwards. Our back leg's gonna come up and our hips, our top hip is gonna drop down. So I'm gonna lean onto my front leg. My hip drops down, so my back leg is gonna bend. My knee should be below my other knee. And I know this one's super intense, but keep breathing. Relax your head. You can move that free leg side to side to give you some distraction. Relax your head. Nice. Coming back into our triangle. Turning back into the middle. Good. Okay, from here we're gonna squat down. Our elbows are gonna go onto the floor, and then we're gonna straighten our legs, trying to keep our elbows down. Head relaxed. I have to remind myself too. Turning to the other side into our triangle. Rocking forward and backwards. Head relaxed. Okay, sliding down into that lunge, keeping that leg straight, pushing your hips to the floor, and rocking forward and backwards. Pushing your hip down, back leg straight as you can. Really warming up these hips. Super important to do a bridge. Sliding back up into our triangle. Reaching back. Arms forward. Yeah, we're gonna do the fun one. We're leaning onto our front leg. Our other leg comes up, bends, and your knee's gonna go below your other knee so that your hips are square. Keep breathing, relax your head, move that top leg if you have to. Good. Walking back, moving into our straddle, going into a deep squat, and sitting on your bum. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do a few more stretches with our legs. We're gonna focus on our glutes a little bit. So what we're gonna do, bend one leg, take our other leg, cross it over to our little pretzel. I want both hips on the floor, so this one likes to lift up. Okay, move it down. So now we're gonna hug our leg, or you're gonna add a little twist. Awesome. Okay, from here we're gonna do our fire log. So our bottom leg goes parallel, and then our top leg, our foot's gonna go underneath, and then our knee is trying to go down to our foot. If this is easy for you, you can then lean forward with your chest. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do that to the other side. Crossing over, both hips on the floor. Twisting if you'd like. Good, going into our fire log. This one's way tighter for me. Nice job. Okay, we are going to now move on to some shoulder warm-ups. So you're going to need to find a wall space. First, we're going to do a little pec stretch. So we're going to have our arm up about 45 degrees, and then we're going to turn away from the wall as much as we can. And we're gonna hold it for a little bit here. Keep that arm straight. Your thumb should be facing up to the ceiling. Feel free to do any slight movements that are comfortable for you. And just remember to relax. Keep breathing. Nice. Switching to the other side. Remember to breathe. Relax. Little movements are okay. I know this side's super intense for me, so you might have a side that's really tight. So just remember to breathe, and it's okay if you have a tighter side. It just probably means that you had an injury or it's your stronger side. And relax. Shake it out if you need to. Okay, next up we're going to do some more shoulder exercises. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time my hand is going to be in front of my face pretty much and straight in front of me. Then I'm going to spread my fingers, thumbs up to the ceiling, and I'm going to turn out as much as I can, just like our last stretch here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to move our shoulder down, so we're rotating like our arm and our shoulder down and back up. Your arm stays straight. It's okay if you're not turned out as much. If you feel the stretch, then you're doing it right. From here, I'm going to keep my shoulder rotated down to the floor, and we're just going to rock side to side. Keep your thumb up. And we're going to squat. So it's really important before you do any bridges that you warm up your shoulders. Shoulder is like a huge part of bridges. A lot of people who don't have a bridge probably don't have the shoulder flexibility to do a bridge. So it's super important that we warm up our shoulders. Now we're going to rotate our shoulders up, 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 up. This one's the intense one. We're going to rock side to side. And we're going to do some squats. Keep that shoulder up. Don't let it drop. I know you might feel some tingling now. That's okay. We're almost done. Keep going. Nice. You're going to peel that arm off. Shake it out if you need to. Get rid of that tingly. And we're going to do the other side. Switching arms, arm in front of you, fingers apart, thumb up to the wall, rotating as much as you can. And then we're going to move our shoulder down and up. Arm stays straight. Keep our shoulder down. We're going to rock side to side. And we're going to squat. Nice job. All right, we're going to rotate that shoulder up. Check your hand, see if it's in the proper place. And we're going to rock side to side. And squat, shoulder stays up. Don't let it go down. Awesome. Peel that arm off, shake it out. Okay, for our next exercise or shoulder stretch, you're going to need some kind of strap. You can also use a broomstick or a long towel if you have it. I'm going to put my hand at the edge and I'm going to keep my arms straight and bring my arms back all the way down, and then we're going to come back up. So if you have a hard time doing this and you're bringing one shoulder back at a time, you need to get something longer and put your arms further apart. Okay? So we are going to do a few of these. So starting hands apart, find a good distance. The more we do it, you can adjust your hands closer if you're able to. But for now, just start further apart. And we're going to go through, come up, and we're just going to keep going back and forth. Maybe you're trying to put your hands a little bit closer now. Don't go too crazy. Nice, all right. Hopefully you're still with me. We're gonna do a few neck stretches. So when we're in a bridge, super important that we're always looking up, up, up as much as we possibly can. Okay, in a bridge, your goal would be to be able to look at your feet. So we really want to stretch the front of our neck here. So one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look up, and you can do the standing as well. So you can look up, back straight, and from here, it's a little silly, but we're gonna open our mouth and close. And every time we close, we're gonna try to relax our neck down further back, okay? And then we're gonna open again and close. So every time you close, you should feel a nice stretch in the front of your neck. All right, I can't talk while I'm doing this, so let's go ahead and look up, and we're gonna open and close. Nice, keep going. Every time you close your mouth, hold it for a good 1 or 2 seconds, okay? Good, slowly rise up. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna come back to our shoulders. You will either need a chair, couch, or something, or you can use blocks, books, something like that, okay? So you have a few options for this. What we're gonna do, and I'll show on both, is you're gonna put your elbows on your blocks or chair, hands together. Then I'm gonna move my head in between my arms. Now my hands are gonna come to the back. And you should feel this one a little bit in the shoulders, maybe your lats. Okay, and then for blocks, it'll be the same thing. You can stack them up high. You'll be in like a child's pose position, elbows on the blocks, hands together, chest to the floor, or head to the floor, and then arms, hands come to your back. And you'll feel the same stretching sensation. So it really doesn't matter what you're using for this exercise. And we're gonna hold it for a little bit, okay? So get into your position. And we're gonna hold. Remember to breathe. Hands to your back. Relax. Push your shoulders down more. With each breath, try to push those shoulders down. Maybe your hand moves to your back a little bit more if it's not quite touching. And relax. Nice. Okay. We're gonna move on to one of my favorite stretches. We're gonna do like a baby puppy pose or a mini puppy pose. So we're gonna come into like a child pose position, but I'm actually gonna have my butt stuck up into the air. My arms are gonna be straight out in front of me, and then I'm going to have my knees under my hips. From here, I'm going to look up. It's okay if your legs are a little bit apart. So I'm looking up, walking my hands forward, and then I'm trying to get my chin and my chest down to the floor. Okay? So I'm going to show it from this view as well, even though my face might look funny. So here, looking up, trying to get my chin and my chest down. And I don't want your chin to go down to the floor just because I can move my head down a little bit. That's not the point. The point is to really look up, and actually the focus more so would be getting your chest to the floor. So even if your chest is to the floor, you still want to try to get that chin to stay off the floor. So you're really using those back and neck muscles to keep your chin off the floor. That's a really good exercise for bridges. Okay, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna hold it for 3 good deep breaths, and then we're gonna come out. Okay, ready? So, getting started, sinking down. It's okay if you can't get your chest to the floor. That's why we're working on it. So, pushing. Breathe for 1, 2, 3, and relax. That one might be really intense for some of you. This is a really good exercise because when we do our bridge, we do not want to bend in our lower back. We will a little bit, but we really want to try to arch in our upper back as much as we can. So this is a really good drill for trying to get our upper back bend. We're going to do that one more time. Ready? Okay, and going down, head up, breathe. And relax. Good job. Moving on to some bridge work, we are going to come into a mini cobra. So we're going to lay on our stomach. Our forearms are going to be on the floor. Our legs are together and straight. From here, I'm going to actually keep my head neutral for this one. And I'm going to push up into my forearms. Now I'm going to drive my forearms back. So I'm kind of like trying to pull them back here. And as I do that, I'm bringing my shoulders back and down, okay? And we're just gonna hold it for a little bit. So we're in our cobra. We are moving our forearms back, so we're engaging our arms. Shoulders go back and down. Hold, hold, hold. This is not a relaxed position. You're engaging. Shoulders back. Back even more. Squeeze them. Hold those forearms back. Relax. Come down if you need to. Shake it out. You should feel this exercise right in the middle of your upper back, okay? If you don't today, hopefully you do tomorrow. So, we're gonna do it again. Ready? Forearms down. Okay, pulling those arms back, shoulders back, down. Keep them down away from your ears. Keep pushing. Back even more. Feel that in your upper back. You should feel this. And relax. Okay. Now, we're going to move on into a full cobra. So again, I don't want us to use our lower back as much. So I'm not just gonna push up and here. I'm not using my upper back at all in this position. I'm arching all in my lower back. We don't want that, okay? So we're gonna come back down. I'm gonna start on my forearms. We're gonna start in the exact same position we were in. So just watch this first and then we'll do it together. So we start in the position in our little mini cobra. And then from here, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna push my arms straight. My shoulders stay down and back. I'm engaging. Now, if I feel good here, I can slowly walk up. Make sure my shoulders always stay down and back. As soon as I start walking up, I am going to go a little bit into my lower back, and that's normal, but we're really focusing on arching that upper back as much as you can, okay? So, trying to arch, engaging, head tries to go back as far as I can. Okay, let's do that all together. Remember, it's okay if you're not going very high in this position, okay? I'd rather you do it properly than to just arch all in your lower back. It's not going to help you. So let's do it together and let's just, put aside what we think we can do and try to go back to the basics and teach your body what is proper rather than teaching it bad habits. So, starting in our mini cobra, shoulders back and down, squeeze, look up, maybe your arms go straight, shoulders down and back, maybe walking up a little bit, shoulders stay down, look back, okay. Maybe move it up more. Hold it if you can't go any further. And relax. Really important that you keep breathing in this position. I know it's hard when your neck is yanked back quite a bit, but we need to keep breathing. All right, shake that out. We are going to do it one more time. Ready? And our mini cobra. Shoulders down and back. Head up. Arms go straight. Shoulders down and back. Keep engaging. You're still pulling those arms in. Head back. Walk up. Shoulders down. Keep engaging that back. Head back. Maybe moving up. Breathe. Shake it out. Let's come into a child's pose. Hands can be up or down to your side. Ooh. And roll up. Nice job. I know, that's an intense one. Okay, for this next one, we are going to use blocks. If you have a roller, that's great. If you don't have any supplies where you can do this drill, that's okay. It's just a little bonus one. So, if I have a roller, I'll show you on both blocks and roller. I'm going to put this roller on my upper back. My bum is going to stay down. Now I'm going to look back, my arms are going to come up, and I'm going to try to reach my hands to the floor and arms straight, and I'll hold it. You can also go up and down. Okay? So the higher you go in this one, the harder it's going to be. So if I have blocks here, I can use two. One will be maybe too easy. I can also stack it up more if I need to. Blocks go in the middle of my back, just like the roller. Arms up, head back, bum down to the floor, and I'm trying to reach my arms to the floor. Okay? If you have a peanut, this is one of my favorites to do. You can also do it on one block. Okay? It'll be less intense. You can also, I didn't bring my elastic band here. I like to put my elastic band around my block and then put the peanut in the elastic band so it doesn't roll and it holds it there. But for now, I'll just try this. Okay, then I can put the peanut in the middle of my back. Same thing, arms up and reaching back. Okay, so find what level you're at, and we're going to go ahead and hold it for a little bit. So remember, we're always looking back, we're breathing, bum to the floor, reaching for the floor. Breathe. And we're going to come up slowly. Nice job. Okay. For the next few exercises, we will need a wall space. Moving on to a few more things, we are getting close to doing that bridge. We are going to do a C-back drill. This is a really great drill for confidence and leaning backwards. It's just also really good for exercising that back and shoulders. So we're going to put our feet, our toes to the wall. We're on our knees. And you can just watch first so you understand what you're doing. From here, I'm going to stick my butt out. And I'm doing this so that instead of pushing my hips forward to arch my lower back, I'm taking that away. I'm taking that option out. So I'm sticking my bum out so I no longer can push my hips forward. Now from here, my hands are going to go up, look up, and then I'm going to lean back and try to tap the wall. Okay, so my hips stay exactly where they are. If I start bringing my bum in, I'm now trying to use my lower back. We don't want that. We're trying to use our upper back and our shoulders. Okay, we're going to do 5 of those. Nice. All right, shake it out if you need to. Okay, next drill we're gonna do is wall walks. So if you have a hard time pushing up into a bridge, then wall walks are your friend. This is a really good drill to help you with keeping your arms straight rather than doing on the floor and just trying to push up to the bridge. A lot of you are keeping your arms super bent and you're not actually able to stretch in your shoulders as much as you need to for a bridge. So if you cannot push yourself up into a bridge with your arms decently straight, then you need to just stop at the wall, okay? But I'll also show you some other drills that you can do in a bridge to help you with that as well. So, wall walks. I'm going to stand up. The closer I am to the wall, well, it's going to be harder because you need to be a good distance away so that you can walk your hands down, okay? I know this can be scary, but I do not want you to look sideways at the wall. That's a big no. We're always looking up. That's why we've been working on those drills. Okay, so you can watch first and then we'll do it. Your hands are going to go up. The closer I am to the wall, probably the more safe you feel, but then when your hands touch the wall, you're probably going to have to walk out further with your feet. Okay, so I like to start like an arm distance away. And my feet are going to be slightly apart, and I'm going to turn my toes a little bit out. Not too much out, just slightly. That just helps us open up those hips more. Okay, arms up, look up, bending. Try to bend through our upper back first. Don't push your hips forward. Push your arms straight, walk down. You can adjust your feet if you need to. Arms stay straight, so maybe you're holding it here. Maybe you can go down a little bit more. Look up. And then walking back up. Woo. Okay. You are going to do one of those as low as you can. You're going to hold it for 3 good deep breaths. Bonus, you can do more if you feel good, but right now maybe your back's starting to feel a little bit sore and you're probably maybe getting close to the end of doing any more back bends. If you feel great, that's great. You can do at least 1 or 2 more, but if you feel like you're getting a little bit sore and you want to do a bridge today, then just do 1. Moving on to a bridge. Yay! You made it! Okay, so if you're that person who struggles to straighten their arms in a bridge, blocks will be your friend, or something a little bit higher. You could do this on a sturdy chair. You could do this on a couch, okay? The higher, the easier it is to do your bridge, yeah? So actually what I want to start out with first is a little mini bridge. So we're just going to lay it on our backs. We're going to tuck our shoulders underneath and hold onto our hands at the under us. And keep bringing your shoulders together. So I'm moving side to side, trying to get them together. Now here, I'm going to push my hips up. And we're just going to hold it for a little bit, pushing those hips up. And relax. Alright, you can, once you wipe your legs, maybe some little rocks. Those always feel nice. Okay, bridge. So, the higher your feet are, the easier it is going to be to push up into your bridge and straighten your arms. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my blocks against the wall so they don't slide. because if they slide from underneath your feet, that would not be good. So make sure whatever you're using is safe. I'm going to use 2 blocks, 2 heights, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop my bum as close as I can to whatever you're using. So you want to get your bum as close as you can to the object you're using to put your feet on. Laying down, my feet go up. So again, I'm trying to get my heels to my bum almost. I like to have my feet at the edge, like the middle of my foot and the edge of the block. Because if I have it here, I feel like my toes are going to push into the wall. So do what feels comfortable for you. Okay, and to do a bridge, my hands come up, my fingers go down, and my palms go to the floor. So then my fingers are actually facing my shoulders here. The first thing you want to do in a bridge is push your hips up. So my bum's really close to my feet. Now I'm going to push my hips up like we did in our mini bridge. I'm pushing up, up, up. When they can't go up anymore, I'm then going to push my arms into the floor to straighten my arms. So push. Okay, looking back. Super important. Look, look, look. And when you're done, you can relax, rock it out. Make sure you're still breathing when you're in a bridge. You're looking back like we did in our cobras, and you're breathing. I recommend 3 good deep breaths. You're trying to stack your shoulders over your hands, okay? At this point, it's okay if you are bending your legs, that's fine. If you're more advanced, try to straighten them and push your shoulders over your hands more. Get rid of the blocks or put your hands on the blocks. Yes, and then we are going to do that 2 times, okay? So wherever you're at, we're gonna go back down, bum to your couch or blocks, feet up, scoot your bum in closer if you can. Just makes it a little bit easier. The closer your bum is to your feet, the easier it is to get up. Hands to your shoulders, pushing up through your hips. As soon as my arms start to straighten, I look back. Look back. Breathe. And relax. Rock it out. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. We worked on drills to help us achieve our bridge. We warmed up our legs, our hips, and our glutes before we did any back bending, because again, like I said, super important to warm up those legs. Those are also a part of your bridge. And to really open up those hips, super important. We did a lot of shoulder drills, okay? Super important again to have your shoulders nice and warm, because those are a key aspect into your bridge. And also working on your cobras is really an amazing exercise to get that upper back bending, and our C-back drills are also really great. So thank you again for joining me. I hope that you come back, and I hope that you're not too sore tomorrow.